In honor of the 4th of July, here are 3 games to warm the patriotic cockles of your heart. Hi, I'm Jamie Segarra, and this is your Press Pause Byte. To start off, what's more American than sitting down with a nice cold beer and watching a baseball game? I mean, it is America's pastime. Well, you've got 2 choices to help satiate your baseball needs. Sony brings the heat with its long-running MLB The Show franchise. This series has had a new game every year since 2007 and is the successor to the old 989 Studios MLB series of games. The other choice for those who don't have a PlayStation comes in the form of the MLB 2K series. 2K's Visual Concepts developer has been making MLB games since 2004 and had a long relationship with ESPN. Unfortunately for 2K, their agreement with Major League Baseball ends this year. That means that at this point, the 2012 edition of the game will probably be its last. So this year, why watch a game when you can play it instead? Get that burger off the grill and grab a beer as you fire up your console and play ball. American gamers really love their first-person shooters, and so it should come as no surprise that the US Army wanted to get in on the fun. America's Army is a tactical FPS that was developed by an Army colonel as a way to show off all of the positive things about the US Army. They actually admit that it's a bit of a propaganda tool and as a way to boost recruitment into the US Armed Forces. That being said, the game itself appears to be pretty decent. The game runs on the Unreal Engine and has you as a soldier in combat with 3 fireteam squads, and the game is pretty realistic as well. Unlike most FPS games, you can't take a lot of damage. If you take more than 3 hits, you're dead. The game also teaches actual practical knowledge. For example, if you wanted to play the combat medic in the game, you had to pass a virtual medical training course that's based on the actual training that soldiers receive. In the end, it goes way beyond your typical FPS and shows you what the guys who protect the country go through, and that is a good thing. For our last game today, we go from the realistic to the complete f***ing opposite. Metal Wolf Chaos was a game that was released only in Japan for the original Xbox, and to say the least, it's very out there. The plot of the game has a near-future United States being taken over in a coup d'etat perpetrated by Vice President Richard Hawke. You'll take on the role of President Michael Wilson as you jump into some powered armor named Metal Wolf and kick the living shit out of everything in your path. The game is just as ridiculously awesome as it sounds. As a president, you will start on the West Coast as you liberate the country on your way back to Washington, D.C. After you make your way back to the White House, you find that VP Hawke is in Vegas. When you go to confront him, he escapes on a rocket to a space station. In the end, you'll have your final battle in space and save the United States from tyranny. Even though the developer, From Software, has a history of localizing Japanese games for the US market, and even though the game used English voice work, it never made its way over here, and that is a real shame. I mean, come on, you play the President of the United States in a mech, and your final battle is in space. What's more awesome than that? Alright guys, that was our look at a few games to help you celebrate this Independence Day. I hope everyone is having a safe and fun time, and of course eating a lot of awesome food and beer. From everyone here at Press Pause, we hope you have a great holiday, and we'll see you next time.